Alright folks, welcome to this adventure. Once again we're out here in the heart of Scotland and we're in Glenshee, and also once again we're joined by the channel DJ out on this adventure. Look, this place is soggy as anything. I was away to look at this historical wonder at the side of this old main road, and this is what they used to call the Devil's Elbow up here, because it was like steep as anything, and there's a hairpin left corner, and some of the old buses and stuff used to struggle to get up. And like, it's a real famous kind of Scottish road. I'm going to try and jump over this soggy bit. Oh yeah, so look at this folks. I think, would this have been for filling like the radiators on the buses and stuff? Kind of if they were coming up the brae and they were the old cooling systems. Oh, it's like a bath. Oh look, is that what you're saying? Tadpoles? Oh aye folks, look at that, wildlife and BKR right there. There's tons of tadpoles in there, which is obviously little frogs one day. This is like Frog Central here soon. They're right around the edge of there. I don't know how well that comes out on the camera, but that's the sort of nature you get here in this like wild landscape. See how there's an old like wall here as well? You think that's been like, I don't even know what, a little waiting, a bus stop? I think this has been a bus stop. I'm just thinking like what it looks like it might have been, but this might have been like a little bench or something here at one time. Oh look, there has been wooden beams. Yeah. Look how soggy the ground is around here. But yeah, this has been some sort of structure anyway folks. I just thought it was worth starting the video down here. Exploring history. Every year stuff like that gets lost, like more and more as the ground like covers over it. And like there's like wooden frame kind of bits too on it, so I'm not sure if it's had sides on it at one time too. An interesting thing up this road about a mile is the army bunker that was at a few videos ago, probably like maybe 10 videos ago by now or something, but like there's actually another military wonder on the hill here which is related to that. It's like some old tank trap kind of bitties. What are you saying? Yeah, I think, is that no bit chimney? Look. I think they stand on at those bits for shooting over the hill. Cause see how the first one's here and then goes up. Because I've seen the same thing on the hill when I was up there at the bog. Because I thought originally it was like mine shaft entrances going into the hill, but it is literally bits that the people stand at when they're shooting. Look, we've got some sheep over here on the hill. Look at this folks, there's a little tunnel under the road here. Oh look at that, that's been the old main road. Must be the way the water used to come under it there. You can see at one time it's been widened with this, widened. At one time it's been widened. Originally it must have been a narrower like stone kind of bridge bitty. Look at that, it's had some damage, like it's maybe been crashed into at one time. Anyway, we're still not up at the old historical wonder at the far end. Channel DJ's thinking there's something built up on the hill here, so he was just having a look at that with full zoom. But I think it's potentially like the bits that the shooters stand at when they're shooting. You often get locations like that. This is it folks, we're on some real adventures right now up on this wild hilltop up Glenshee. We're literally scaling the heathery hill here to have a better look at this. And we've never been up here before. So we'll love that on this channel, going to new places, exploring new lands. This must be where the gamekeepers shoot for, I think. Because there's little areas the whole way up, like this. Number one, look. And they'll stand here. Oh, I don't know if they'll shoot that way. It must be this way they shoot. Maybe not. Who even knows, folks? Maybe both ways. This is the proper wild hilltop here. It's probably too far away right now, but the bunker I was at a few videos ago is right up on that hill. And then you can see these tank traps leading down this side. The opposite side of the old Devil's Elbow here. And you can see the Honda chilling over there behind the sheep. It is just incredible landscape around here. It's always worth an adventure. Sometimes you find little nuggets of history that's just like lost to the wildlife, lost to the wilderness. Anyway folks, it is getting a bit more windy up here. I'll update you when we see the next cool item. The view just gets more and more incredible the further up here we go. We're up at shooting post number 2 now on the hill. That must be exactly what it is. Look at it, it's been dug out. Because they'll sit in here and hide for like the deer and all this. Shooting. And they'll be all the way up the hill. They'll probably swap about. They'll have different shooting posts to go to all over the estate. So they'll get all a fair turn at a good shoot like. But yeah, there we go. You can see the tank traps in the distance leading on up the hill there. Such a cool little bit of history, just like hidden away up here in the wilds, like just like that bunker up there. It's like so cool to think like the military had this area defended back in the day. And even now they will still have it defended. It's just they don't need a little stone bunker up here anymore, so luckily nowadays we're not at war. This is just an incredible hilltop. So it must be like the heather gets burnt in places like this and then it rejuvenates. So then you get the grouse and all the wee hill birds fleeing about. Looks like phone masts and stuff up there too. Maybe that's ski lift, is it, for the ski centre? There's a tractor. Look at the speed that boy's coming down there on the tractor, like. Don't know if this comes out on the camera, folks. There we go. He's flat out there, folks, in that tractor. That's when the exhaust brake's a handy feature. Doesn't wear your brake suits, it's just a flap on the exhaust. Just like the old Jake brakes on the lorries. A lot of the tractors has got that nowadays. Look at this bit here. Looks like this has been built. Maybe no though, it's maybe just the way the stones was actually landed. Don't know if it is. I think it's maybe just a stone. Crazy history, folks. It could just be a stone or it could be a bit of pipe, like, but you wouldn't even know. Look at the size of this white stone. Crazy.
Massive bit of flint.
Mm-hmm. Look at this, folks, what a spot here. The water just trickles round here and then drops in over this cool down waterfall, like. Then it just flows away down. Yeah, look, there's scratches on that. There's some cool little waterfalls here because the water just drops off the whole way along the valley. This is such a cool little spot down here with all these waterfalls. Look at this, folks, we've made it to Tank Trap Valley. We're just round this corner and we need to do some dangerous river crossings to get to them. I'm following the channel DJ through this crazy waterfall wonderland here. We've been crossing back and forward. Just look at this rocky landscape we're in the middle of. And here we are, military history in the middle of it. It's like We're literally like lost in the wilderness here, and like the military's been hard at work. Real adventures once again here, folks. This is true Scottish countryside. Just look at how the waterfalls are just running off everywhere. I've been really careful not to stand in any bogs today on the video, since it seems to happen in every episode. Yeah, well, we might hit a crossover again. Look at that, there's waterfalls coming down to all the sides. Oh, we could go to that rock and then to the big rock.
This one?
Maybe. I don't know. That looks slippy over there. What does it look like in this corner? Is there anything to stand on? Shit. Oh, I might fall in here, folks. Oh, I've done it. I'm hoping there's no ticks kicking about here on these. I'm going to jump to this rock. Oh! Oh, that was real adventures, folks. I honestly just about fell.
Yeah, let's go down.
I was on. Oh, aye, we're going the wrong way. Oh, my heel!
Oh, you asshole!
Oh, I've sprayed him with mud. So there's muddy holes on this hill, folks. The adventure just got real. Hey, look, we've made it. Wow, look at this. Waterfall after waterfall. Incredible landscape after incredible landscape. Right here on the channel, folks. And look at this. These pillars here. Incredible massive pieces of cement. Look at this, folks. Channel DJ's just noticed an interesting historical fact here. This could be ancient. Look, this stone here is carved like a square. And look, there's a middle bit cut out to guide the water off down there. Like 100%, that's a man-made cutout to guide the water in there. But it's like right here in the middle of the hill. So all I can guess is at one time they were guiding the water down here, just as to drain the land. I don't know. I do not get that, folks. But there you go. That stone's carved. It's probably not even anything to do with these. Or do you think they maybe guided the water away from these so that the land didn't erode out below them? Yeah. Oh, aye. Look at that. Another straight cut piece of stone right there. Guiding the water. That could have been what it was. They didn't want the fountains to wash out. You can see how the wooden boards had been like framed around them, and then the concrete would have been poured in against the boards, and then once it had hardened, obviously took the boards away. It's pretty cool, like. So cool that it's just been left up here. It's like a memorial to history, to that time of the war. Maybe that type of stone just breaks at 90-degree angles. It's maybe just like a slate kind of thing. Look at that one, see, it's just, some of them are just naturally occurring, I think, but those ones over there are definitely something. But I think a lot of the hill ground at one time was drained, and like they claimed it back so they could work the land with shape and stuff like that. It's crazy how much little streams and stuff is actually coming off the hill up here though. It's just constant. I'll get a photo of these tank taps for this side. Look at that for an angle right there.
As hard as possible.
Yeah. This would have been like the main crossing of the country here at one time, so it was like heavily defended. Look at this, these things are massive. There's been a serious amount of work like went in building all this. And there's so many of them all the way up this hill. You can see them from a distance. Look at this, some of the shuttering's just been roughly made. These are pretty roughly made things, but maybe it was the weight bulging. Maybe this was a stronger timber here at this one. Because you can see the base of that one looks like it's been bulged out when it's been cast. It's quite interesting to see the little bits of history like that. Like so much work went into that. You get these a lot of places at like the coast and stuff, but I haven't actually seen them in a place like this very often. They kind of carve up the hill here as well. But you can imagine if you were trying to drive an off-road vehicle or a tank or anything like that through some of this, you'd be a long time trying to like clear it. So then that would give the British time to defend down on the area, and they would probably gather more forces. You would hear the sound of the Spitfires echoing up the valley. Look at it down there, it's just crazy bit of history to imagine, like World War II. What a crazy time it must have been when all this stuff was put in. Like, you wouldn't be just having a leisurely walk up here. Oh, I can hear, I think it's a motorbike up in the distance. This Glenshee road's famous for motorbiking. The channel DJ's down here and he says he thinks he's found some tracks, folks. Oh, try to keep my feet dry on these boggy bits. What is it? Sasquatch.
No. See the way the ground is.
Uh-huh.
Goes all the way up.
I don't know.
See if you walk on the way.
There's been like a, looks like a motorbike wheel or a trike wheel or something. But there's only been one wheel. So I don't know. Kind of like the front wheel of a trike. That's what it's like. Because I suppose like gamekeepers must come down here somewhere, but I don't think it's been a quad. Aye. It's maybe been like a motorbike or something, but like about a month ago. So it's not that obvious, but it's just a hint of it. Because I can see it as well, like there's a straight line. Look at this, folks, you can tell from the thickness of the moss on the top of here like how long these things have actually been here, and that shows you how much moss will have grown like over the ground as well since that time. And everything like this eventually gets covered up by nature itself. Look at it, there's so many of these here, they're like double and triple thick in places. Look at that.
That's not cut stone.
What are you seeing?
Stones being cut.
Oh, aye. See, maybe they've been knocking bits off of stones and stuff for like making their cement mix.
Yeah, there's a hole in that moss.
But also because of the glaciated past, kind of the land here. Maybe some of these stones were broken through glaciers and stuff. Look at this, folks, we're walking up these things for so long, there's so many of them. Each of them covered by these massive mounds. There's actually heather growing way up there on top of them. That just shows you like, the seeds for stuff like that can spread. It's crazy that these ones are falling over, eh?
That's what must have been here.
Yeah. You can kind of, well, it might have been here, would it? This hole. Both these are knocked over, I wonder how. Maybe they were going to make a road through, were they? For a gamekeeper or something, but then they haven't bothered finishing it or something, because this one's actually moved quite far. Look, this one further up here as well is actually destroyed nearly fully. Oh, this is a boggy bit. Oh, my feet nearly got wet. See, I think maybe some of those knocked down ones were actually up here at one time, and they actually wanted a road through here after the war. Because look, those top ones have all been knocked down.
Yeah, so it's like it's just
It's crazy they've knocked all those top ones down the way. See up there, they're all ground away. Maybe they were needing some like hardcore material for under the main road when they built it. Here, I might climb up on top of this one and just get like a photo looking down the map. So this here is a cool end to the video, folks. You can see here how the old road is built up, and this here is actually the old Devil's Elbow, as they called it. It was notorious for killing engines, like, because of the notorious steepness and sharpness of this corner. It used to swoop round here left, and then up there it went right again. Wow, that's been a cool adventure. We've done pretty much a full circuit over this hill. Yeah, we've just had a real adventure, folks, but I'll end this one here. Goodbye, Faye, the channel DJ. Do you want to say goodbye? I'll end it here, folks. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one very soon.